What if the person you present to the world isn't the real you? What if it's a carefully crafted performance, a role you play to navigate the complexities of social life? This isn't about being fake. It's about something Carl Jung called the persona. The word persona actually comes from ancient Greek theatre, where actors wore masks to portray different characters. Just like those masks, our persona is the face we show to the world, a social mask we adopt to fit in, to meet expectations, and to interact effectively with others. Think about it. How you act on social media is probably different from how you behave at work or with your closest friends. You might curate a perfect online image, projecting confidence and success. While at work, you might adopt a more professional and reserved demeanor. These are examples of your persona in action. It's not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it's a crucial part of social interaction. We need these masks to function in society. But here's the crucial question. Is your persona helping you live authentically, allowing you to navigate social situations while staying true to yourself? Or is it hiding your true self, creating a disconnect between who you are inside and who you present to the world? We're diving deep into Jung's concept of the persona, exploring its origins, its purpose, and most importantly, its potential impact on your journey to self-discovery. Imagine the persona as a mask we wear in public. It's the aspect of our personality we consciously present to the world, shaped by societal expectations, cultural norms, and the roles we play in life. For example, student, employee, parent. The persona is essential for navigating social interactions, allowing us to adapt to different situations and meet the demands of society. However, it's crucial to remember that the persona is just a fragment of who we are, not the totality of our being. In contrast, the self represents the complete and unified totality of our being. It encompasses both our conscious and unconscious mind, including aspects we may not even be aware of. The self is the ultimate goal of individuation, Jung's term for the process of psychological growth and integration. It represents wholeness, balance, and the realization of our unique potential. Jung warned against the dangers of over-identifying with the persona. As he famously said, the danger is that people become identical with their personas. This occurs when we mistake our social mask for our true identity, leading to a disconnect from our deeper selves. The mask versus the mirror. A helpful metaphor to illustrate the distinction between the persona and the self is a mask versus a mirror. The mask is the face we show to others, while the mirror reflects our true image, warts and all. The persona is the curated image we present to the world, while the self is the reflection of our authentic being, including both our strengths and weaknesses. While the persona is necessary for social functioning, it's essential to maintain a balance between our outward presentation and our inner reality. When we become too attached to our persona, we risk losing touch with our true selves, leading to feelings of emptiness, inauthenticity, and even psychological distress. By recognizing the difference between the persona and the self, we can begin to integrate these two aspects of our personality, leading to a more fulfilling and authentic life. Many thinkers throughout history have grappled with the complexities of identity, the influence of society, and the search for authenticity. Here's how some of their ideas resonate with Jung's concept of the persona. For Friedrich Nietzsche, becoming who you are. Nietzsche's philosophy centers on the idea of self-overcoming and the pursuit of individual excellence. He urged individuals to reject societal norms and create their own values, essentially becoming who you are, by embracing their unique potential. This aligns with Jung's concept of individuation, where the goal is to integrate all aspects of the self, including those that might not conform to societal expectations. Critique of herd mentality. Nietzsche strongly criticized the herd mentality, where individuals conform to societal norms and lose their individuality. He saw this conformity as a barrier to self-discovery and authentic living. This echoes Jung's warning about the dangers of identifying too strongly with the persona, where individuals become mere reflections of societal expectations. For Sigmund Freud, the ego. Freud's structural model of the psyche includes the ego, which acts as a mediator between the primal desires of the id and the moral constraints of the superego. The ego is responsible for navigating the external world and making decisions that balance these conflicting forces. This is similar to Jung's persona in that both concepts deal with how we present ourselves to the world and manage the demands of reality. However, the persona is more specifically focused on the social roles we adopt, while the ego is a broader concept encompassing all aspects of our conscious functioning. Emphasis on social influence. Both Jung's persona and Freud's ego acknowledge the significant influence of society on shaping our identity. They both recognize that we adapt our behavior and presentation to meet social expectations. While acknowledging societal influence, both Nietzsche and Jung emphasize the importance of individual self-discovery and authenticity. They encourage individuals to question societal norms and strive to become their true selves. Nature of the mask. Freud's ego is a necessary and healthy aspect of the personality, essential for navigating reality. Jung's persona, while also necessary, carries the risk of becoming a false self if we over-identify with it. Nietzsche's critique of herd mentality goes further, suggesting that many social masks are detrimental to individual growth and authenticity. In conclusion, while these thinkers approach the topic of identity from different angles, they all touch upon the tension between individual authenticity and societal expectations. Jung's persona provides a valuable framework for understanding how we present ourselves to the world and the importance of balancing this outward presentation with our inner truth. Carl Jung warned against the dangers of over-identifying with the persona, the social mask we wear to navigate the world. When we become too attached to this outward presentation, we risk losing touch with our true selves, leading to various forms of psychological distress. Over-identification with the persona occurs when we mistake our social role for our true identity. We begin to believe that we are the image we project to others, neglecting the deeper, more authentic aspects of our being. This can manifest in several ways. Individuals may become compulsive people pleasers, constantly seeking external validation and approval to maintain their carefully constructed persona. They prioritize meeting others' expectations over their own needs and desires, leading to resentment, exhaustion, and a diminished sense of self-worth. When we live solely to fulfill societal expectations, we disconnect from our inner world. This can result in a profound sense of emptiness, meaninglessness, and a lack of genuine connection with others. We may achieve external success, but still feel deeply unfulfilled. Loss of authenticity. The most significant consequence is the loss of authenticity. We become strangers to ourselves, unsure of who we truly are beneath the mask. This can lead to anxiety, depression, and a general sense of unease. Imagine wearing a beautiful, ornate mask. At first, it's intriguing and fun to wear, allowing you to play different roles and interact with others in various social settings. However, if you wear this mask constantly, day in and day out, it starts to feel heavy. It becomes a burden, restricting your movement and making it difficult to breathe. Eventually, you might even forget what your own face looks like beneath the mask. This is the danger of over-identifying with the persona. The mask, initially a tool for social interaction, becomes a prison, trapping you in a false identity and separating you from your true self. But self-awareness is the key to preventing the persona from overshadowing the real you. By cultivating self-awareness, we can recognize our persona and become conscious of the roles we play and the masks we wear in different situations. By identifying our true values and needs, we connect with our inner world, understanding what truly motivates us and what brings us genuine fulfillment. Integrate the persona with the self. We can learn to use the persona effectively without losing touch with our authentic selves, creating a balance between our outward presentation and our inner reality. By developing self-awareness, we can ensure that the persona serves its intended purpose to facilitate social interaction without becoming a barrier to our own self-discovery and authentic living. Integrating Jung's persona with the self is a crucial step towards psychological wholeness and authentic living. It involves recognizing the persona as a necessary but limited aspect of our personality and consciously connecting it with the deeper, more complete self. Begin by consciously reflecting on the various roles you play in life: parent, employee, friend, partner, etc. For each role, consider: how do you present yourself? What behaviors, attitudes, and even clothing do you adopt? What expectations do you feel you need to meet? Are these expectations coming from within or from external sources? How much of your true self are you expressing in each role? Are there parts of you that you feel you need to hide or suppress? Example: you might realize that at work you present a highly professional and efficient persona, suppressing your more creative and playful side. Exploring your shadow. The shadow represents the unconscious aspects of our personality that we tend to reject or deny, often because they are considered socially unacceptable or undesirable. These can include negative traits like anger, jealousy, or selfishness, but also positive qualities that we may have suppressed, such as assertiveness, spontaneity, or vulnerability. Regularly reflect on your reactions to others, especially those that evoke strong emotions. These reactions can provide clues about your shadow. Dream analysis. Jung believed that dreams offer a direct window into the unconscious. Paying attention to your dreams can reveal hidden aspects of yourself. For example, you might discover that you suppress your anger at work to maintain a professional demeanor, but this suppressed anger manifests in passive-aggressive behavior or physical tension. Clarify your core values, the principles that truly guide your life. These might include honesty, creativity, compassion, freedom, or justice. Reflect on times you felt most fulfilled. What were you doing? What values were being expressed? Consider what truly matters to you. What principles are non-negotiable? You might realize that creativity is a core value, but your current job offers little opportunity for creative expression. Once you have identified your core values, begin making conscious choices that align with them. This may involve setting boundaries, saying no to commitments that drain your energy or violate your values. For example, declining extra work assignments that consistently encroach on your personal time. Expressing your authentic self, finding ways to express the parts of yourself that you have been suppressing. Example: joining a creative writing group or taking an art class, even if it's outside your comfort zone. Pursuing your passions, taking steps towards pursuing activities that genuinely excite you, even if they deviate from societal expectations. Example: starting a side hustle related to your passion, even if it means facing criticism from others. The goal is not to eliminate the persona, but to integrate it with the self. This means consciously choosing the aspects of your persona that are aligned with your values and expressing them authentically. Living in alignment with your true self leads to a greater sense of authenticity and congruence. Integrating the persona and the self minimizes internal tension and creates a more harmonious inner world. Improved relationships. Authenticity fosters deeper and more meaningful connections with others, greater sense of purpose and meaning. Living in accordance with your values provides a sense of direction and fulfillment. Enhanced well-being. Integrating the persona and the self contributes to greater psychological well-being, reducing the risk of anxiety, depression, and other mental health challenges. Integrating the persona and the self is an ongoing process of self-discovery and growth. It requires courage, self-reflection, and a willingness to embrace all aspects of your being. However, the rewards are immense: a more authentic, fulfilling, and meaningful life. Are you living authentically, or are you just playing a role? By balancing who we are with who we present to the world, we can live a life that feels whole, true, and uniquely ours.